Hello everyone, welcome back to Georgia Paper Crafts. This is Amber, and today I am working with the Glimmer Hot Foil uh, Club of the Month for June, and here is a quick look at it. You get actually 5 plates here, and they each say something different. That one says, "Congrats on your special day. Happy birthday and many more. Friends make everything better. The best is yet to come," and a little note to say thanks. And now here I'm showing you a bunch of backgrounds that I made. These are all on Tim Holtz watercolor paper. And I'm going to show you how I've made a couple of those that I'm going to use today. So here, this is actually black watercolor paper. And I am using my Starry Night metallic watercolor set from Tombow, and I'm just kind of painting different metallic gold colors here, just in um, horizontal fashion, just kind of putting some color down on the paper, trying to get a full coverage. Once I'm done with that, I will set it aside to dry. As you can see, it's starting to bow up just a little bit. I probably should have taped it down, but I didn't. I am going to put a little bit of heat to it just to try to flatten it out before letting it air dry completely. And I guess fill in some of the other areas I didn't feel like got a good enough coverage. Now here I'm going to do the same, and I am using my Fine Tack metallic watercolors, and this time I'm going to go in a diagonal fashion in rainbow color. So I'm using a red, an orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then I think it's a pink and magenta kind of color. And you can see I'm just going across again in that diagonal fashion, just trying to get a good coverage. And if you know anything about me or have watched some of my videos, you'll know I love using these metallic watercolors on dark cardstock. So I really like kind of how this turned out. This is only my second time using this black watercolor paper. It's really quite thick, so jury's still out about how I like it. I'll let you know after I use it a little bit more. Now here I'm just kind of showing how I make some of the other backgrounds, and this is just using my Tombow markers. And if you watch my small die of the month and large die of the month video, you'll see I did the same thing, just put down some color, and then I'm just going to bring in a clean water or clean water brush, paintbrush, and just kind of blend it all out. And it just kind of gives you this really nice gradient ombre look. Just going to kind of heat that to get it to flatten out a little bit again. And then I'm going to set that aside. So here I started foiling things. And again, I have to foil things off camera because I don't have room for the Glimmer foil set on my desk. And as you can see here, what happened was I wound up tearing a lot of the paper. Very frustrating. So this watercolor paper tore very easily, even with my purple tape, which is supposed to be not so tacky. And yeah, you see that pretty much they all tore to some degree. And of course, when I started buffing off some of the overfoiled areas there, some of the paint started to come off. So I was a little frustrated, but I still wanted to make this work. I really liked the backgrounds, and I wanted to try to really make these work. So you'll see how I did that here. So I'm using all of them on a painted background, and that one's with the lemon chiffon foil. And here, so what I try to do with the rainbow background is to cover up those areas that tore. I'm bringing in some butterflies, and these are from the card kit of the month for, I think it was it June or May? I can't even remember, but I'm bringing them in and kind of using them as cover so that I can still use this whole piece here because I really like the rainbow look. So I'm just kind of adding them around and adding some unicorn jewels from Pretty Pink Posh, and that's pretty much that card. Now I'm bringing in the Spellbinders ornamental, Gilded Nested Rectangle die set. And I decided, well, since I had those large areas of, tear on the cardstock, I would cut all of these down. And as you can see, I'm cutting 3 layers down. So I cut a layer of solid black cardstock, then I cut a piece of the pattern paper from the card kit of the month, and then the next rectangle, gilded nested rectangle one down, I cut from the piece that I foiled. And I'm just adding them all together, and then I'm going to put that onto a card base. And this is just a gray card base that I made from my stash. And as you can see, I made some flowers off camera, and these are just using the dies that came in the card kit of the month for June. And I just cut them out of some coordinating colors. And so I've got black and some metallic gold there. I also cut some of the leaves out of a grayish, blackish glitter paper. Hard to see here, but, and I'm just going to kind of put them down into the left hand corner and just kind of make a little arrangement the way I think it looks good to my eye. And pretty much the other 2 cards that I did in the very same way. So they're very similar, just different colors. I used all the Gilded Nested Rectangle set for all of the other 3, and pretty much just changed up the pattern paper and the color of the flowers. And you're going to see some of those. There's one of them I did not do on screen, but I'll show you a picture of that here shortly. So again, this was using the Glimmer hot foil plate. I foiled it with the black foil that came in the kit. And again, I think it turned out really pretty. It's very striking, I think, on the gold, metallic gold. And once I get all of this popped up and figured out here, it'll come together. I do want to put a little bit of dimension onto the flowers. So I did put some dimensional adhesive on the back, some foam adhesive on the back, and I'm going to pop that up. And then this other one, I'll do a little bit of combo of using the foam adhesive and also some glue just to make sure it stays down. Just seeing if I need to add another sprig there. Now I probably could have embellished this a little bit more with some more jewels around the center of the flowers and stuff, but I thought it pretty much had enough, and so I left it without a ton of embellishment. Still adding some more sprigs here. Or at least thinking about it. I guess I decided not to. Alright, so moving on to the next one, again, same fashion. This was the Mirror Gold cardstock for the base layer. I'll bring in a next rectangle down. Actually, these are both the same size, and I'm just going to offset them a little bit. This one is out of the pattern paper from the kit, and this one has gold, Mirror Gold cardstock in it also. then I'm going to use the sentiment that was glimmered onto the watercolor piece. I cut that down and I'm going to pop that up. This was the green one that I foiled with the lemon, it's lemon chiffon foil, and I really like how this one turned out. It doesn't show up real well on screen, but in real life it's very, very pretty. And as you can see, I have, down in the corner there, I have a little bit of a, down in the right hand corner, once I move my hand, you'll be able to see that I have a little bit of a tear, and that's where some of my tape was. Just adding the flowers. Again, all these flowers were made off screen, just using some coordinating colors, and they were all used making, they were all used, or excuse me, they were all made, I can't talk today, my goodness, they were all made using the die set that came with the card kit. So this is all the June card kit. Again, just putting it in a little way that I think is pretty to my eye. Down here onto the left hand corner, using some green and gold leaves and decorative pieces, and tucking them under. I don't know about you, but I think that this Glimmer die set has got to be one of the best ones I've gotten so far. And the reason is that it came with 5 word sentiments that can be used anytime. And I think that's wonderful. They've got great sentiments in them. These would make good cards for any time of the year. And like I say, it's not just for one season. These are, you know, can be used at all times, which that's what you want from your dies, something you can use all the time. And so I think this was a really good value this month. I really like it. So just finishing up, putting in a few more sprigs here. Now once I'm finished with this, I'm going to show you the final card that I made the exact same way. I'm not going to do another on screen. Now for this one I did bring in some rhinestones. Again, these are unicorn rhinestones from Pretty Pink Posh, and it's pretty much just a set of all different color rhinestones, and they have different sizes too, but I'm trying to use some of the smaller ones and just kind of putting some random ones around. And that's it. So here is the one I did not show that I did on screen, that I did off screen, excuse me, and it's all done the same way. So here are my 4 cards that I made using this June Glimmer Foil of the Month Club die set, and I really like how they turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching me make these. Thank you so much for stopping by. Sorry this is so late getting out, but I hope it still gives you some inspiration. I hope that you come back and watch more videos from Georgia Paper Crafts, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.